Welcome to Back to School Night Remote Learning. My name is JP Muscarello. I am your child's Algebra 2 teacher, and I just want to introduce myself a little bit, explain the procedures of the class, and explain a little bit of the differences with remote learning. And that's basically it. Excuse the do. I haven't got a cut for like 6 months. Apologize for that, but no options here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show a PowerPoint to walk you through this. And here you go. Back to school night. First things first, remote learning for 2020-21. Your Algebra 2 teacher is JP Muscarello, that is me, and the periods I teach are 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. I am a family man. I got a wife and 2 kids. Here they are. This is a couple years old. My little man, Emmett, here is 3 years old on the left, and Maxwell is 5 years old on the right here. So, what are we doing with this class? Well, there's a few things that I want to make sure that you understand. We do have a couple classroom rules, and they are this. Students will respect the right of the teacher to teach and the student to learn in an environment free of disruption and distraction. So far, so good. Everyone's been awesome. I have a no tolerance rule for anything hateful or discriminatory as far as behavior is concerned. Have had no issues in my class, but we've had some issues at the school. All right, and again, there's a no tolerance level in my class. It is absolutely prohibited. Students will come to class prepared to learn, meaning they should have access to the internet, hopefully, desktop, laptop, something. They should have their assignments complete and materials necessary for the class. And last, they're supposed to be aware and adhere to the rules of the Cal High Handbook. So you may want to take a look at that. Plagiarism and cheating is obviously very serious and prohibited. Please refer to the handbook on discipline procedures. Also, the Cal High School behavior expectations from remote learning would be on the Cal High website, or even, the SRV USD website. That is also something you probably should check out if you haven't already. All right, as far as this class is concerned, grading policies has changed completely since last year. Okay, so what we have is 2 categories. We have summative assessment, which includes your tests, quizzes, projects, performance tasks, and then that is 60% of the class, still the majority, but 20% less than it was last year. All right, we also have the formative assessment, which includes homework, exit tickets, warm-ups, class participation, Google Forms, all sorts of different stuff, streams, questions on Google Classroom, lots of different things. This incorporates 40% of the grade, which has doubled since last year. Used to only be 20%. So much larger influence on that this time around. Grades will be posted and updated in Google Classroom and Infinite Campus weekly. We've had a little bit of issue with this, but I'm sure the issue will be fixed soon and that will be up and running. Grading scale is really basic for this remote learning right now, just really standard and basic 100 to 90 A, 89 to 80 B, and so forth. Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary there. All right, testing procedures. All right, so large portion of our grade, right, deals with testing. Testing will take place during our class time. Students may be asked to leave their cameras on during the testing periods. With their cameras on, obviously cell phones and electronics would not be permitted besides their computer. Failure to comply with this would result potentially in a 0 on the test. There will be no retesting. Students will be allowed to use their notes that we take in class and via video. So they can use their notes, just no phones or any other electronic devices. These procedures may evolve or change during this process, especially if we do go back to the classroom at some point in time. All right, with these tests and quizzes will be about every 2 to 3 weeks. They will cover essentially portions of the chapter or the whole entire chapter. A review assessment or practice test will be assigned prior to all assessments. I promise I will do a review or practice test before they take an assessment, or both. That should indicate to them that yes, there definitely is a quiz or assessment coming up. Quizzes and midterms, if a student is excused, will be made up the next class. If they miss multiple days, then we have to reschedule. But if it's just a day of the quiz or midterm, then the next day they will be making it up. Students will receive a 0 for any quizzes missed that is unexcused, or if they don't make it up. Finals, if the student is absent, excused absence, then we have to make it up in order to receive a grade, and they would not receive an incomplete for the class. Homework. Homework will be assigned every Monday morning around 8 a.m. and it will be due at Sunday night, at 11:59 p.m. And this is the procedure for our remote learning. I want to give a lot of flexibility. All homework is done online. Must be submitted with the Big Ideas online assessments. I did ask that your child have a book, a hard copy, which I do give the numbers of the homework that are in the book. They are the same problems online, of course, so they have an option just to do it and then submit the answers online. If you happen to turn it in, or a student happen to turn it in late, I do give partial credit, 50%. So homework is for accuracy based, so they would get 50% of what they accurately answered correct. But here's what has to happen. If they do turn in late, they must submit an email to me saying that they turned it in late and this is the homework assignment that they turned in. I will not be going back and checking after the due date, like after Monday morning when I check the homework from the past week. I'm not going back and rechecking it again. It's hard to get into. It's time consuming unless I know I'm going in there for a specific reason, and that's to update someone's missed homework or late homework. Then I will do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to just periodically check. All right. There will not be much time dedicated to homework in the class. All right. The first week, I did dedicate some time to homework just so they can get on to the Big Ideas. I wanted to make sure everyone could get on there, and I was there to answer any questions. But as time goes, we're going to have less and less time for homework in class. Okay. Extra help. First of all, I have a support session Tuesday through Friday. It's 35 minutes. If they are not in my first and second period, they can always schedule with me, and I will give them a link, and they can join that class and ask any questions they have. There is a free tutoring available through EduCore, and it will be run by our CHS virtual tutoring program. I just got an email about this today. I'm sure more will come out about it, but there is free tutoring that would be student on student, one-on-one. Please encourage your children to come for help at the first encounter of difficulty. Like once they start having issues, let's try to figure them out right off the bat. Let's get some help and try to move forward. Math is one of those things that it is going to progress on prior knowledge, so we don't want to get far behind. Okay. Next, online help. Well, really key for our class is this website. This is our class website. It's mathwithjp.weebly.com. It includes our blank notes. It includes video notes. It includes our pacing guide. And what that is a day-to-day routine that is completed for the entire year. So they know exactly what's happening at any day throughout the entire year. It's already there for them. Okay, and you ask them to print it up for you. Take a look at it. You know exactly when the quizzes are, the midterms, the finals, everything. Okay, it's all there for you. That is updated online, but print it up and it's not going to get too far from there. Okay, journals. Journals is like extra help. I did ask for our students to have the books and journals. And journals would be extra work that we do in class. We have extra practice worksheets for outside of class. I do have kids that ask for extra practice, and I have it available on the website. Big Ideas is another option. That's our textbook. They do have online tutoring. They do have videos. They have other things that they can access to help them. Also, just outside resources. Khan Academy is a good one. And just look up in YouTube videos of just put in a skill and watch a different person explain the video sometimes helps. Okay, so there's lots of options for online help. Okay, here's my contact information. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, email me at jmuscarello@srvusd.net. The class website, again, is mathwithjp.weebly.com. Feel free to go there at any point in time. You are welcome, parents. Gradebooks will be in Google Classroom and Infinite Campus. Spelled that wrong. And they are linked, so you can go to either or. They are not currently linked, but they will be when we get this all figured out. But there we go. There is everything. Please feel free to ask any questions if you have any. I hope all is well. Hope to meet you soon. And that's all I got for you. Take it easy.